that's kind of like the biggest probably like stigma surrounding bipolar disorder is whenever somebody hears bipolar disorder, they're like, oh, so you mean the type where they're switching moods all the times and they're from really happy to really sad and all that kind of like. So formerly, from the psychiatrist at UCI Medical Center in Orange, it is bipolar disorder type 2 or bipolar 2 disorder with generalized anxiety disorder. And the reason that distinction is important is because there's two completely separate types of bipolar disorder. Bipolar 2 is more cyclical, and you might not ever experience mania in your life. Now you'll experience hypomania, which is kind of like a downgraded form of it. But bipolar 2 is what's known more commonly as manic depression. And bipolar 2 is more depression than mania. The thing that makes the cyclical depression part of bipolar 2 one of its defining characteristics is it can go longer than weeks. It can be months where you're in more of a downtrend, more of a downswing. Hypomania is less common to last longer, but it can sometimes last for like weeks. I would say that for me, I guess you could say every day is a struggle, but not all day, every day is a struggle. And I think that's a big distinction to make. Like, there's certain parts of the day where I'm not feeling good, and then there are other parts of the day where I'm feeling better. And it's a very complicated situation to navigate. Generally, every day is a roller coaster. Not necessarily struggling, but not necessarily just a great day. But I do tend to have patterns when you look at rather my day-to-day to my month-to-month or my entire year. Yeah, so right now I work as a behavioral therapist. I work with children with autism, providing, it's called ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis. And I certainly do think it has helped, because with my understanding of mental health issues and specifically behavioral things relating to mood and that sort of thing, it's taught me a very different perspective than I think a lot of people have. I have friends currently who maybe don't have health insurance and they can't get the care they need. I mean, it's a very common thing among people our age and our generation, that even physical health care, but care in general is just something that they can't afford, and it's horrible because, like, suicide is the third leading cause of death among Americans aged 10 to 34. If care was far more affordable than it is, we would have a lot less of, I don't want to say an issue with this, but it wouldn't be causing as much harm as it is. We have to start having the conversation, and that's something that's easy to do for everybody. For everybody. I guarantee you, everybody watching this knows at least one person who has a mental illness. Talk to them. Hey, what's it like for you? What's going on? How can I help you? That sort of thing. You can start getting a different understanding about mental health and mental illness, and then you can start talking to other people